This is a quick video tutorial on how to install the Apple steel bracelet and case. So first thing we're going to do is unbox. And so what we've got here is a cleaning cloth to wipe down your watch before you start installing it. You've got the instruction manual. You've got some tweezers to help pick up some small screws. A fine screwdriver to tighten those screws. We've got the spring bars to attach the strap along with these small screws as well. We have the steel bracelet, all in protective wrapping. And finally, we've got the watch head along with the silicone protective case inside. So first thing we were going to do is we're just going to unwrap the protective sleeve. So once we've unwrapped the sleeve, what we're going to do is we're just going to unlock these screws here. There's 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this way we can then open up the case, take the silicone protective sleeve out, and then put it onto our watch. So we'll remove this tip on the screwdriver. And we're just going to simply unscrew these. Be careful not to lose these, because they are very small. It probably would be a good idea to use that tweezer now, just so that we don't mishold it and drop it somewhere. Okay, so once we've taken the screws off, we'll remove the backing. And then we'll remove this silicone protective sleeve. So this silicone protective sleeve, just make sure to align the crown into the cutout on the silicone sleeve. Probably be a good idea just to give your watch another wipe down. And then what we're going to do is put the backing plate on again, just making sure that the crown is on the same side. And then we'll put the front plate on. So we'll put the crown side first on this angle so that we can get it in. And then we'll push it down. And now we're going to need to put our screws in. So we'll use the tweezers to grab them. Should probably do it one by one, otherwise you run the risk of losing your screw. So once you've got the screw in, you don't want to screw down the screw all the way. You just want to have it locked in place loosely, because what we're going to do is we're going to tighten them all at once at the end. If you tighten it all now, the backing plate will be uneven and it's not going to be flush onto your wrist. So the trick is to try and grab the screw head rather than where the threads are. Okay, so now we're just going to screw this down. So push it down, push the backing case down so that it's as flat as possible. And we'll get it down almost at the end. And then we'll screw down the other ones. So not fully down for all of them, because we're going to go through it again later. So once they're all down, we'll go through them all again, just to make sure that it is perfectly flush and level. So I forgot to mention, this screwdriver has a loosely rotating point here. So if you put your finger down and apply pressure to it on the screw, you can then simply rotate it really easily, just using your thumb and middle finger. Okay, so now we've got the backing case and protective case on. We now just need to put the strap on. So on the back of this strap, there's cutouts here, as well as here. This is where these spring bars go. So we only need 2, the rest of these is just spare parts. So these simply slide into here. And these will just simply slide into the ends of the case here. So you will need to put it in on an angle. So you see how this end is on an angle? You always want to have that at the same angle. And you want to press both of these levers in at the same time. That way you can make sure that the strap can go in. Otherwise you'll find it difficult if you don't do it both at the same time. So that should snap into place. And then we'll do the same for the second end. And just make sure that it snaps into place. And finally, we're just going to remove the plastic packaging. And so this is how it looks. So this bracelet also has a butterfly clasp. So it's super easy to get on and off the wrist, because all you need to do is push these buttons and that will open the bracelet up. If you do need to resize your bracelet, just take note of the arrows on the back of the strap here. We will need a tool to push the pins out in the direction of the arrows, but I'll put a link in the description on how to remove those links. So this is how the bracelet looks. And you can see the button works. And we can also rotate the crown, and it works perfectly well. And this bracelet looks absolutely incredible. And you can see how the light reflects on the bracelet to really give it that really luxurious look. So now on the wrist, let's see how it looks. So this hasn't been resized for my wrist yet, so it's going to look quite large. And in addition, I do have quite small wrists, so it might not look as good on me, but for most people that have a wrist size that is average, it's going to look much better than what it does on my wrist. Okay, so I've resized this to my wrist, and this is how it looks. So my wrist size is about 14 centimeters, and we still have another 2 links on this side and 1 link on this side, and each link is about 0.8 of a centimeter. So realistically, this could fit someone with 13 to 12 centimeter wrists. All right, guys, let us know what you think.